Hello everyone, welcome to Busy Lizzie's Budget. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you did and you're watching now, that means that you are interested in at least looking at the items that are going to be in my Etsy launch. The launch will be Saturday morning, November 1st at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested in any of the items you're about to see, I would recommend that you set an alarm on your phone or somewhere to remind you. The items I'm about to show you are all made, ready to ship, and I don't have a ton of each. So if it's something that you're interested in trying to snag, I would set an alarm to make sure you don't miss it so then you have a better chance of getting the item. So I'm excited. I've been working hard for a couple months and I have all kinds of stuff to show you. A lot of it are things that were in my shop last year or the previous year, but some of you are new and haven't been around that long. So anyway, some of these items, even if they're old, they'll be new to some of you. And then I have a few brand new items. So I'm super, super duper excited to show everything to you. To try to make this video not super long, I decided to take some time and type out the information for each of these listings. Because if you're going to try to snag it from the launch, you're not going to have time to read any of the details. So because I love you guys so much, I went ahead and typed out all of the details that will be in the listing. So for any of these items, if you're even a little bit interested, I'll give you a second to go ahead and screenshot your screen so that you can have all the details to look at later. So anyway, thank you so much again for being here. We're going to get right into this. Let's start with some scratch offs that I made. This is a Thanksgiving set. So this is a set of 4. You can purchase them singly, but you guys, these are, I'm probably going to say this throughout the whole video, but these are some of the cutest scratch offs I've ever made in my life. And it may be because I'm a little partial and I love sloths, but look how cute these are. So the first one in the set of 4 is a mystery and it's numbers 1 through 7. And then the second one is a scratch and roll, numbers 1 through 6, and the gold stickers are scratch off stickers. And then we have a couple vertical ones. This one is Savannah's favorite over at Sav Saves. Actually, I'm going to push it up so you can see it. It is so cute. It is a sloth watching the football game and eating chips, or they look like tortilla chips and dip there. So that is so cute. It's Save 50, 1 through 5. And then we have a sloth with a turkey and a pilgrim hat. And this is one where you assign an amount to the pilgrim hat and the piece of pie. You scratch, and whatever it is, you save the amount that you put in there. So I've done this before. I did it last launch with when I had the 4 scratch offs that were winter bears. And I'm not sure how I'm going to price it this time, because what happens is if you buy one single scratch off, if you do, it's $7. But if you buy, instead of paying $28 to buy all 4, I was putting the price at $25 if you bought the set. That was in the drop down. Well, what happens is instead of charging you shipping for 4 items, it charges you shipping for only 1 item. So every time someone purchased that bear set, I had to pay, like the shipping wasn't the right amount. So I end up having to pay some of your shipping for you. And a lot of people purchased it. So I don't know if instead of $25, if the set of 4 will be, it will be discounted, but it might be, instead of $25, it might be $26, or maybe I can edit the shipping. I'm not sure. But anyway, it will be available as a set of 4 or singly. And I know it's close. I know it's kind of close to Thanksgiving, and I wasn't able to do the launch till now, but you can buy these to save for Thanksgiving next year, or you can buy them. I mean, this one right here is kind of a winter one for football, or you can buy them just for anything because they're so super cute. So that is the first set. The first thing I want to show you. And then we just have some single scratch offs. So this is revved up for pumpkin pie, and underneath the stickers are a number to save. It's save $40, 1 through 5. And then we have, a lot of you like the crafting ones. This is Crafting is My Therapy, save 50, 1 through 7. And we have 2 different color and different size scratch off stickers. And I know I'm going quickly, but we have a lot of things to show. Then I tried something new. It took a while to figure it out, but some of these images I can't blow up the whole way, or it takes out the whole sides and it's just the person. So I decided to make it smaller and then add some roll and save at the bottom. So for this one, there are a bunch of scratch off stickers and then a ton of places where you can do a roll and save. So it's a mystery with numbers 1 through 3. But again, it doesn't matter if you're high income, you can still do this. You can multiply these or keep these as they are. And down here, use a 20-sided die. So I tried to make this one and this next one for everyone. So no matter what your income is, I thought these came out so, 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 so cute. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. And again, this is mystery, just numbers 1 and 2. So I know I've been doing my micro Mondays, and a lot of you have really enjoyed that because you're on a really low income or low budget. And so I wanted to make sure I had some scratch offs available that there are quite a few scratches and quite a few rolls. So you really get a lot for your money, even though you have to pay for the scratch off. So we have one more. I wanted to make a bunch of scratch offs, but instead I just made more quantities of the items, the bigger items that I have. So anyway, this is the last scratcher I made. I think it's one of my favorites. Again, Sav over at Sav Saves already got a hold of this one for me because we're close friends, but I am sort of obsessed with this one. It's just funny because I don't know. I love it. I love the colors. It's Dollar Tree, save $40, 1 through 4. So anyway, I totally love this. Oh, Savannah was saying this kind of looks like her, but I don't know. It's just so cute. It makes me smile. So these single scratch offs, I believe the single ones are, this one's going to be 7, but the ones that have the roll and save and the stickers are probably going to be 8. And then I'm not sure I told you prices, but this one, Crafting is My Therapy, will be 7. And this one will be 7. And then all the sloth ones, if you buy them singly, are 7. So anyway, there's some info about that. Now, for the rest of the items, I have them all around me on this side of my desk, this side, and on a chair behind me. I am not going to go in any type of order, whether it's an item that was already in my shop or whether it's a brand new item. I'm just going to grab whatever I see first and tell you about it. So I hope you're excited. Again, I just want to thank you so much for being here. I have been working so, so hard, and I have some of the things that I'm about to show you are for Thanksgiving, some are for winter, and some are for Christmas. So I really hope you enjoy them. This will probably be my last launch of the year. So I hope you guys consider purchasing these items to use for your savings for next year, because we are getting close to the end of the year. I can't believe what time it is already. So let's go ahead and start with my Sock It Away book. I'll show you the cover first. A lot of you might be familiar with this because I'm doing it in my shop. But here is the cover, and I want to give you a second to screenshot this before I take it away to show you the pages. So actually, maybe I should show this at the end so that if I show it to you and you're interested, then you know to screenshot it. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead, and I just want to remind you, I am doing this one right now on my channel. So this is not brand new. You can see it's used. I'm using it now, and I kept this for myself because some of the scratch off stickers were dirty, and a lot of times I throw them away, but instead I knew I wanted to make one of these books for myself. So instead of wasting, I decided to keep this copy for myself and utilize these stickers that I normally throw away. So let me just go through it quickly for those of you who are not watching my videos. I am in the middle of doing this every Wednesday in my games finder. So I will tell you about it while I flip through it, but remember, you don't have to remember anything I'm about to say because it's all going to be on a sheet that you can screenshot. So this is Sock It Away Scratch Off Savings Challenge Binder Game. Oh, and if you're interested in this, don't look yet because this shows where the matches are. I'm sorry, I forgot that disclaimer there. So maybe my husband can go back, and before I open it up, or before I just opened it up a minute ago, he can put something on the screen saying, don't look if you have any interest. But anyway, so here we go. It's, these all have there are envelopes throughout the book that fit the money, so you don't have to fold it. And let's see, they're horizontal envelopes that are approximately never mind. We're not going to read all the details. Horizontal envelopes, they're all double-sided. There are 10 envelopes that are double-sided, 6 scratches per side, 12 scratches per envelope, a total of 120 scratches. And the numbers on here will range from 1 to 15. And as you saw, this book has a front cover. It also has a back cover. As you can imagine, it's a mystery savings. And if you want any more information, it's going to be in this sheet of paper. And there also are directions because you can choose to save money when you find a match. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and screenshot this little piece of paper with the information about that. So that is Sock It Away. And I have 6 of these already made, ready to ship. They're $50 each. They're also all packaged up for you guys, all ready to go, all ready to ship. And I know that when other people do Etsy launch videos, I love seeing the quantity of their things that they made and all their heart. It just shows so much hard work. And anyway, so I brought everything with me to show you guys as well. Okay, so we're done with Sock It Away. So the next thing I want to show you is another book that is not new. Let me go ahead and I have this one ready to package up, but let me take this out. This is Cozy Winter Mystery Savings. And let me look at the information. So this does have envelopes as well, but they're vertical envelopes and it's A5 size. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through it, but you can see these are envelopes. And while you look at the pictures, I'll tell you a little bit about it, just like I did. I'll be doing this for every item. So in this, there are 10 envelopes. Every page has 4 scratches, and so we have a total of 40 scratches altogether. The numbers on this one they range from 1 to 10. So $1 to $10, and then the total savings is going to be a mystery. So of course, if any of you want to know on any of my mystery items in this whole video, if any of you want to know what they save to see if it's a book you'd be interested in, if you're only interested in it if it's a certain amount, please send me a message and I'll get back to you right away and I will tell you what the total savings is. Also remember, on any of these, you can make them your own and roll a die and add or multiply or anything like that. So it really doesn't matter what your income is. I try to make these for everyone. And then we have 6 of these as well, all ready to send to you guys to your houses. So let me put those aside. And actually, as I'm putting those aside, you can go ahead and screenshot that if you're interested in this item. Okay, our next item I'm going to show you is something brand new. So it's one thing that I made that oh my goodness, you guys, it took hours and hours and hours and hours because the computer wasn't working, the printer wasn't working. I would tell it to print, it would print a different color. It was doing the weirdest stuff. My husband had to help me so much. But it's also one of the things that I've made that I love so much. I think it came out wicked cute. So I put a lot of work into this book because I wanted to create an item that was really fun, but that was for every income. So this book is for high and low income. And it can also be for medium income as well, but I like kind of like the pun on the cover, highs and lows of Christmas, because, he's singing high or low. But this is like a monster Christmas savings book, and I have a lot of pride in it because it took so much hard work to get the finished product correct, and I'm just in love with it. It will have elastics coming out of it, and the rings, I'm not sure if they'll be silver or black. I haven't decided yet, but anyway, let's get into the good part. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. Here's the front cover. There's directions here, and it basically just lets you know that underneath each sticker, there is a low number and a high number. So you get to choose. You can, and I'll try not to talk so long on every item, but for this particular one that I am totally obsessed with, I do want to give you a little information that, oh my goodness. So you can do the high number, the low number, you can add them together. You can do whatever you want. So that way it's for everyone. And then on the back of every page of every envelope, you can take a permanent marker and you can roll a die and write it on the icons that are on every other page or the back of every scratch off page. So again, you can use a die that's numbers 1, 2, and 3. You could, if you don't have one and you don't want to try to buy one, ask me. I can put one in your order. I'm sure we can figure that out. You can do a 20-sided die, a 12-sided. You can mix it up. So you can do whatever you want. Anyway, so I'm so excited about this. So I'm going to flip through and show you the pages, and I hope you appreciate all this hard work because I am obsessed with how this came out. Okay, so, and again, these are all envelopes. They do not fit your dollar bill. You do have to fold it a little bit on the end. I will just let you know that up front. But I wanted a book this size because I just thought it was so cute, and it's not something I do very often. So in total, this does have 11 double-sided envelopes, so 22 pages where you can get stuff done. And the number of scratches, I know they're different on every page, but there are 53 scratches. And then for the roll and save icons, there are 61. So this book will save you a ton of money. And if you don't want to use the envelopes, you don't have to. You can put it all in a binder in one of your other envelopes, and you can do whatever you want. But anyway, let me just let you know that the range of the numbers underneath. So like I said, there are 2 numbers. There's like a number, a slash, and another number. So there's a high and a low number. And the low numbers are going to be only numbers 1 through 6. And the high numbers are only 10 through 15. So I had to put, this is just, I don't know, I love this. This is kind of like in style now that there's gooses for everything. But I found, it says you did it, and it's in the exact colors of these. So I had to put that there. I just thought that would be so cute. And then there's the back cover. So anyway, I have 6 of these all ready to go. This is the last item I'm finishing up. So I have all the covers for the other 5. I have all the pages. They're laminated the very last time. I think it's time number 6. And I just have to put the rings on and the stickers. So this is the only item that's not 100% done. But yes, there are 5 in my hand and then the 1 there. So if that's something you're interested in, here is the info about it. And these will be $45. I'm not sure if I said that. And those will be all ready by launch time to ship to your house. So also, if any of these items sell out really quickly and you're sad you didn't get it, please send me a message on Etsy and I'll see what I can do, because I don't want anyone to miss out. And anyway, just let me know if you're interested and you aren't able to get a hold of it. Okay, so that is the highs and lows of Christmas mystery savings. And now we're done with that. Let me just make some more room. Now let's switch to a Thanksgiving item. Now, this is something that, let's see, I'll show you. I actually have stacks of these. I wanted to have one brand new Thanksgiving item. And again, I know that a lot of us probably don't save, so basically I have 12 card sets. So yes, this took a lot of time, but we have a low set and a high set. So, and to know the difference, I just have a little label underneath that's just floating around. It's not stuck on anything, but they say low and high. So we have the high income and the low income. So I have 6 of each, and I'm only going to show you one because they're identical and the cards are identical in the same order. They're just different numbers. So also you're going to get to choose either an A6 dashboard or an A5 dashboard. And as you can see right on here, if you buy the low set, the numbers are 1 through 5. And for the high set, they're 1 through 12. So that is that information. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and open one of these boxes. I bought these really high-end trading card playing card boxes. And so I just want to let you know, if you buy them though, that you have to make sure after you snap it, you have to press both sides. Okay, this time I didn't, but sometimes you do have to press both sides down, and once you do, it'll stay closed. They're super durable. I did splurge on that. I try to always give you high quality things. And then I just put a tiny little logo sticker on that to remind you it's from me. But anyway, I didn't want to completely cover the box with a huge sticker. So let's go ahead and get into this. So again, every single box is the same. It took me a while, but I ended up going with this I wanted a fun backing on this. And this reminds me of watching football or watching sports, watching a whatever movie you want to on the couch in the winter with a fleece plaid dark blanket. And that's the vibes, or that's the vibe I was going for. So I hope you like the back. And here are the cards. I'm going to just flip through them quickly and show you. So some of the designs, like you saw this design on the scratch off because I absolutely love that one. And that's the design on the dashboard. And then we have, so let's see, let me get out the information so I can read these. So I already told you the denominations for high and low, but there are 24 cards, 3 scratches per card. Okay, and so then I'll just show them to you and we'll be on to the next item. So I just thought these were the most adorable thing in the world. And I tried to make these look really nice. And so I did really small scratch off stickers and larger ones depending on what I just wanted to make it look nice. And so whatever made it look nice, I decided what to do for each card. So there's just a ton of Thanksgiving ones. And you know what? I might do this set next year and use it to save for Christmas. Because again, you don't have to save for Thanksgiving. And a lot of people may not save for Thanksgiving, but maybe around Thanksgiving time, you save money to be a blessing to someone or something like that. So anyway, I just thought these were the cutest images in the entire world. And every single thing you see in this video is printed on at least 67-pound cardstock, and it's all laminated in 5mm. Corners are all rounded, and it's all put through the laminator around 5 times, sometimes 6. So anyway, that is my set of cards, and I'll go ahead and put those away. And now you know the information about that. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen. We have the low income and the high income. Of course, the only difference you're going to see on here is, on this whole paper, is the numbers 1 through 5 and 1 through 12. Other than that, everything on these pages are the same, well, low income and high income. And so, like I said, I have 6 of each all ready to ship. They're $40 each, and you'll get to choose which size dashboard that you want. Okay, we're already at 22 minutes. I need to get a move on. But I didn't want to rush because I spent so much time and love making these items. I just want to show them off. So I think I'm going to save the best for last. Let's go to something you've seen before. So this is my daughter made this when she was 14. She might have been 15 actually, but it's her Roll, Scratch, and Save by Color book. This is a great, great, great book for kids. If you get it for a child, I'd recommend getting the low income one, but it's great for adults too because it's a game. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. So let me grab my little cheat sheets with the information on these. But so again, this has been in my shop before. I have gotten many messages for people asking me to make these again and put them in the next launch. So I did. I always listen to you guys. Obviously, I want to make what you want to buy. So I love how my daughter designed this, and I physically made these, but she designed everything on the computer. So I just love this so much because she did it and she still gets a profit from every book sold. So that's fun for her too, to get that passive income. So the Roll, Scratch, and Save by Color for low income, the largest number you'll scratch is 7. And for high income, the largest number you'll scratch is 20. So these books are the same, just depending on the scratch off sticker might be in a slightly different location depending on if it's high or low, but it's basically the same. So let me just go ahead with the low income one and show you. There's also directions. And then again, my daughter designed this. So she typed all of this. So at the end of the book, actually, I'll just show you now. It says, remember to go back to the directions page for the last scratch off. So once you finish and count your money, after you count your money, you can double check if you saved the correct amount by scratching this. And this will tell you how much this book should have saved you. So the only other thing I want to mention is I've had a lot of trouble finding the correct die. Even when I buy die on Amazon with the correct colors, they ship me different colors. And that's why this book has not been in the shop for a while. So I finally found the original ones that I ran out of. And all I can say is, just like with the original book, it says the red one on the die should be used for the pink page. So if you get that color that looks more like red, that's pink. Other than that, So you'll get this little die, and you'll get this little die in your package. And let me go ahead and flip through. Again, these are envelopes. So did I just grab the... Okay, so this is, and also she put on here the total you're going to save for that page. So if you have 3 of these scratched and you're at $15, you know that's going to be a 3. So anyway, this is what she wanted. So basically you're just going to roll that in whatever color it is. You flip to that color page and choose anyone you want to scratch. So here they're all envelopes, and let me just show you the colors. And she picked the icons, and anyway, I think this is so much fun, and this is such a good book for younger children. So let's see. What else do I need to tell you about this? Oh, and she did the back cover. I love how she designed this. So basically it's 6 envelopes, 4 scratches per envelope, 24 scratches total. And this is a tiny book. It's super cute. What else? I think that's everything I need to tell you about it. Oh, it's $35 each. And I'll show you. I'm going to just put these aside for a minute, but obviously I need to wrap those up. But you see, I have 3 here of the high income. And then I have 3 of the low income, plus the ones I just showed you. So I have 4 of each income. So here are the details about both of these. And again, 4 of each, ready to ship, $35 each. And my daughter gets a good portion of that. So there we go with our roll, scratch, and save by color. And we're almost done, you guys. I think I only have one more item to show you. So I think we're at the end here. So I saved the best for last, although I have to say the monster book, I'm really happy. I don't know. I'm happy about everything. I just love everything I made. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you. I made another one of my 8.5 by 11 books. This is a horizontal one. I am so proud of this, you guys. It did take me quite a while, but I was able to get it to print without a border. And I think it just looks so nice that way. It just fills up the whole page. Unlike my other books I've made, this one, instead of having 10 stickers per page, it has 12. It's the same price, but it has 12 per page, so that way the numbers can be a little smaller. This book is going to save you $1,500, and the numbers that you scratch will be 1 through 15. So I called it Winter Wanderings. It's kind of like your classic winter town or whatever. The cover is my favorite thing in the whole world. I want to frame it. But anyway, let me go ahead and I will give you information about it, but let's flip through it first. So it's single-sided. I'm also going to tell you this. I had my daughter, Addie. She's so artistic. I had her pick out the color scratch-off stickers for every page. And I do think it's fun to mix it up a bit. So anyway, here you go. And I just think it turned out so nice. It's so much fun. These books, if you've received one before, if you've purchased one, they are heavy. I already know the information, but let me get the card out just so I don't say anything wrong. So for this one, I did get it professionally bound with the spiral binding. Actually, I can put this right in the middle. Just like my other books, this is, what was I going to say? It's 15 pages, just like all the other ones. Of course, they're laminated. Oh, I don't know if my hand was in the way. There are 12 scratches per page. So that means a total of 180 scratches. There are some little, let me flip back in case I missed any. I just like this one, I put a tinier sticker on. I just like to do a few little details to make it my own, just to make it special and that just look nicer. So the first one's there. The second one is this. I put a sparkly one sticker on the snowman. And then I think everything else, I already told you the numbers are 1 through 15. Saves $1,500. Also, you will get to choose. See, there's another tiny sticker. You will get to choose your size dashboard, which I'll show you in just a moment. So we have A5 or A6 dashboards. I have all of them made, ready to go. And I did make 6 of this book, but there's a twist on one of them, which I'm going to show you. So my daughter wanted hot pink on this, and she is so artistic. I went with it. She just said it's just so, she said the skier's so bright. She said She goes, go with the hot pink, mom. So anyway, this is the last page. So the 15th page is double-sided. There is the back cover. And then let me show you the dashboards. So we have the A5 and the A6. The dashboards are a little different because obviously I can fit more on the A5, but they say the same information. So they say the name of the book, and they say save this one. They both say save 1500, numbers 1 through 15. So those are the dashboards. And like I said, the books are $65. I have 5 that look just like the one I showed you. And then I have one more that's different because when I make something for you guys, sometimes I want to make a couple different things to see which one I like better. So I was going to discount this one. I still might, I'm not sure, but there's nothing wrong with it at all whatsoever. It's just different. So I was going to discount it. And then I said, well, why should I discount it? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Some people like darker, some people like brighter. This is what it looks like printed with a border, lighter. I could not print it lighter without a border. My computer wouldn't let me do that. And I also really like this bright one as well. So I'm going to show you this one. So when you go ahead and when you place your order, if anybody, if anybody wants to buy this book that's a little darker and does not have a border, that's what the listing is for. But if you want to try to snag this one copy I have that is lighter with a border, and let me know in the order notes. And the first person that says, I'm buying this, but I prefer the lighter copy if you still have it available. The first person I see who places an order and says that will get this copy. So make sure you put a note in there if you want this one. If you don't put a note in there, you will get this one. So I'm not sure how that's going to work because if no one wants the lighter one, then I can't put 6 of these in stock. So I may just put 5 of that in stock. I'm not sure. But so if it gets sold out right away, which it might, I don't know. But if it does get sold out right away and you wanted this book and you wanted the lighter one, send me a message. And if no one had bought that in the launch, I will go ahead and sell that to you. So anyway, also, after I run out of stuff in the launch, like I said earlier, I'm happy to make more of these. I just don't want to put a big quantity in stock because I want you to know that if you buy it on the launch day and you get a hold of it on the launch day, then it's shipping right away. Because obviously, if you buy it after the launch, I need to change the shipping to say 4 to 6 weeks or whatever. So even though it probably will not take that long. So anyway, a lot of information. Let me go ahead. I should have been flipping through this. I'm going to flip through it very quickly just so you can see how it is a little bit lighter. But I think they're both beautiful and I'm proud of how this one turned out as well. So I know there was a lot of information and it's a long video. I appreciate you guys watching so much. I know a lot of you are going to be there for the launch. You guys always take care of me and my family. You always are so supportive, and I know I offer coupon codes and things like that. So I try to price these fairly, and I will be honest with you, after the coupon, when you use coupon codes and things like that, I love to offer that to you guys, but eventually the coupon codes are going to go away because I lose a lot of profit, and a lot of these items don't have a ton of profit. So just to make it worth my time, not worth my time, but to make it sustainable, the coupons will be going away eventually, but when they do, I will do sales. So that is what the light copy looks like. I know this has been a ton of information. Oh, let me show you. I'm glad I just remembered. Where is the information so you can screenshot that? Let's see. I think it's right here. Okay, this is the last one if you want to screenshot it. But seriously, you guys are the best. I love you so, so much. I will see you Saturday, and my shop is closed right now, but it will open. And when it opens and I press the button to take the shop off vacation and to put the shop back in, what's it called? To put the shop live again, all of the items will be all in there already because I can publish the new items while the shop's on vacation. So normally when I do a launch, and this is important, I should have said this at the beginning. Normally when I do a launch, I say the launch is going to be at 11, and at 11 o'clock, I start putting the items in one by one. And when I put in the items one by one, they will show up on people's favorites on Etsy. If you put in the items all at the same time, it will not show up on favorites for people. So I will lose out on that. But I like the idea, though, that I can I'm not going to be putting in items and people are going to try to grab one and then refresh to see if I've put in more items. I love the idea that you guys open it, and when you see one new item, all of the new items are there at the same time. So it's fair for everyone, and everyone has access to all the items at the very same moment instead of it taking till 11:15, 11:20 for every item to be published. So there's a bunch of information. You guys are the best. I love you so, so much. I will see you Saturday, November 1st at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you all so much more than you'll ever know. And that's all. Bye.